Welcome all to my live stream for today. This is Goshujin-sama doing a some playthrough of the new game plus for Final Fantasy XIV. Finally get to start from the very beginning, and I haven't really technically been able to, I guess, record my sessions when I play this game from a long time ago, from the start of the beginning. It's my YouTube channel, so maybe this will be something I can upload to my YouTube eventually, and just give it some content, because I've already done all the content of Final Fantasy XIV. I've been playing this game since it's actually 1.0 entry level, which obviously we don't want to talk about that. That's just a disaster. But I've been pretty much on with the game since 1.0, and then I played Realm Reborn, which was technically 2.0. Played Heavensward 3.0. Played Stormblood, that was 4.0, and now the recent patch, which is Shadowbringers, that's 5.0. And then with obviously with 5.0 came kind of a new game plus kind of thing, but when they started coming out with this feature, it was mostly starting out at Heavensward, really, which I didn't technically want to start doing or putting out content on that, because there's also a Realm Reborn, which has a lot of good backstory to what happens in Heavensward, and I felt like it would be too jarring to go ahead and start at Heavensward for content and then kind of retracing back again to a Realm Reborn. So I just kind of waited it out. Basically, on this recent patch that they released at 5.35, they went ahead and added a Realm Reborn content for New Game Plus. So that's what I'm gonna do today, or at least I'm gonna try streaming whenever I can, and then maybe eventually going into YouTube, hopefully. So I already started. Well, actually, I kind of exited out. Let me do New Game Plus and resume part 1. And let's begin. Let's see how much content we can go through on New Game Plus. We can skip all the having to level. It's just straight through story. So you guys can get a feel of, how it is on a Realm Reborn. And cutting all the fat, I'm assuming. So let's find out. So, to the Bannock. Miyun wishes to send an adventurer to the instructor at the Bannock. So Miyuki, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city, where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The Troll's Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Okay. Now again, technically just take this as starting out. So this is kind of like in the mindset of like a player just starting out playing a game. And it can be kind of lengthy, although they have shortened it with the recent, patch releases. They've been able to kind of shrink it down. I've been seeing some YouTube videos from other content creators, and especially Mr. Happy, which I've actually watched, and they've basically been able to kind of replay from start to finish as a quote-unquote new player, and they trimmed down a lot. Greetings, Miyuki. Miyun sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I'm responsible for training our Twin Otter recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. Tollswood is much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elemental wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong runs rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the Twillswood is a ailing, its once rich variety of fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their request and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors, Miki. Great, yep. We're just gonna skip through helping people because let's say we passed. We did it all. Alright, passing muster. Gofford, chief instructor of the Bannock, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the future missions. As I see you're eager to lend a hand, Miyuki, that is well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I have established that your equipment is equal to the task. I'm pretty sure my equipment is just fine. It bears repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral era, many of the Twillswood creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without a proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest that you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be sufficient quality, present yourself to me for inspection. Yep. We get to skip the fluff. Ready? Yep. I think you passed the muster, of course. You'd be surprised how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty. Great. So a lot of the stuff really is gated by gear and item level. Miyuki, by your tireless efforts, you have proven yourself a friend to the Gridania. I believe you can be entrusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you to a mission of considerable import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details. Until you have pledged your participation, I am authorized to tell you that only that it concerns suspicious activity in the Twillswood. Say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. So, chasing shadows. Gofford needs an adventurer to investigate suspicious activity in Twillswood. I agree. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling the Twillswood. And you may also be aware that Ixali activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that this increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sightings of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tighten our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our query is proving to be exceedingly exclusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed, acting independently and covertly. We may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Yuki. For their sake, I ask you aid us in this investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at Lifeman Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot afford to support, lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and invade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Okay, shouldn't be too hard since I'm way over leveled, but again, this is New Game Plus, so it shouldn't be too bad. I am wondering how it's gonna do. Is it gonna like level sync me while under specific things? That might be interesting. Found a gunbreaker. Let's find out. Magic blade. So you're about to enter an instant battle. Instant battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information. This is just helpful stuff. Oh wow. So it is gonna sink me to level 9. Okay. So I'm just gonna do normal. Let's see how this goes. Probably all my skills are gonna be set to like the bare minimum.
Look, someone's already here. Oh dear, is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the 12's Wood, we almost ended up as a trainman's dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place.
Of course
it was
not.
all Papa
She's not a
Lemon's fault, of
stranger at
course.
all.
Though,
At
he'd
least I
sooner
don't
swallow
think
his
she
staff
is.
than admit that he's wrong.
Ah, now that you mention it, is something familiar about her.
Hey, you're right. This feels more like a reunion than a first meeting. So, when did we first meet again?
I don't recall exactly, but I do remember her being a good person.
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well, and newly manifested at that. Kuplo Kop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow, and this sort of thing happens.
It seems we have little choice.
Alright, so let me say a few things, I guess. The first bit where they kind of recognized my character, I'm glad that they kept that in, because that was, you see, I played 1.0, and this character that I'm playing on is on a veteran status. So, which obviously means that, you know, I was there until the end of 1.0. And that's why they were saying, like, how they kind of, like, look familiar to this, my character. Versus when I actually did, like, another, like, new character, I didn't get that dialogue, which was interesting, and I'm kind of glad that they kept it all these times. Oh, wow, more. So yeah, for those wondering, if you're kind of new to Final Fantasy, you're probably not going to get that dialogue. not too bad. You know what? I'm hoping that the audio for the game doesn't overshadow my mic. So if it does, I apologize. Or if you want to let me know, because I can't really test it out. But yeah, I'll let the cutscenes go through, and I'll be quiet.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. And shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixal
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida?
Giant
Oh,
crystals.
loud.
Can't say I've
tactless.
seen any.
Much the same as always.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
All right, cool. So that's probably the end of long cutscene. Ugh. Can't talk. So we'll make our way back. It is good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I am relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifeman's Stump? Show the magic blade. A sword in the stump and a dead Ixal. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixal origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something's afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? So you have finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from the distant land and have been with us since before the calamity. That's true. Their garb may appear outlandish, and their exchange is baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Yuki. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixal threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have capable adventurers such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Great. Cool. Let's keep this rolling. eggs over queasy. Alfred, chief instructor of the Bannock, wishes you to collect Chigoe egg sacs. Not sure. Miyuki, injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sword to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monrangwin at Gilbert Spire. He will answer any queries you may have. Now, I have other business to attend to. Cool. Let's kill some bugs. It'll be easy peasy. One shot. One shot. Oh, I angered the spirits. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Oh, can't jump over the rock. Darn it. You must be the adventurer standing in our inn for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Here's some eggs. Egg sacs. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not designed for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo you see is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any hearer who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the hearing population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago. Of course, with the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Thank you very much. I'm gonna make some... Oops, hold on. I'm gonna make some adjustments to the audio. Let's just go down here. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Alright, surveying the damage. A guard at Gilbert Spire named Monrangwin needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in the cave by a startling recruit. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the conjurers. And as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the little-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called quote-unquote soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hearer Pauline at Gabino's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Okay. Let's make this quick. There's one there. Another one here. There's surveyor's rope. And lastly, but not least, the last of the instruments. And then we just go back. Pauline. There she is. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Survey records, instruments, and a rope. Here you go. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldier of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes brought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We could no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelfth Wood if we were to survive these troubled times. We must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Thank you. Alright, a soldier's breakfast. Pauline at Gabino's Bower needs an adventurer to cull the growing anole population, as well as gather one of the scaleskin's eggs. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of anoles on naked rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era, you see, forcing packs of the scaleskin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you would slay a handful of the beast, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the animals to remain within their territory. But I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Goodness gracious, I forgot how much text there was on A Realm Reborn. And the thing is it's like, it's a lot of just text. That I should say, like, there's like, oh, there it is. I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. What I was saying is like, the beginning is a lot of text and there's not much voice. That's what I mean. So you have to read a lot. Ah, you have returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Zub-Kamazom at the Bannock. Animal eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, the perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Okay. Let's get to it. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, there we go. That might actually help. My bad, guys. Who goes there? Oh, Miyuki, it's you. Another delivery? Yes, I come bearing gifts of animal eggs. I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Nofuka. That's an animal egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these in the table. Or at the table. And you say here Pauline sent you on this errand. I hear the animals are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Miyuki. Pat on the back. Pat on the back. Alright, back to Galfred. Miyuki, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Sure, spirit's broken. Oh, spirit hold broken. Galfred, chief instructor at the Bannock, would entrust you with the task of investigating the spirit hold. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out a rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true, a shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion in the West Shroud nary a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you to go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please, say you will help us. Nod. The silent protagonist nod. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. I'm on it. Don't worry, the clock is not ticking. Alright, let's see if I can remember. It's this way. That way? Oh, there it is. That's the stronghold. Aliston, what have you for me? Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here at Instructor Goffred's request, you say? Ah, thank the matron. Unless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Let's do this. Into the dungeon, quote unquote. Oh, okay. Woodwailer, let's aid them. Groan. Oh, a great shadow towering over me. 1 in 12's good grace. Please, you must save the hero. Okay. Get your butt over there. Woodwailer. Aiding. Goffred sent you? I'm no longer of use here. Pray help the hero in my stead. I read that wrong, but it's okay. Overwrought Woodwailer. Away, Valfine, away, I say! I defy you! I defy you! Huh? Oh, an adventurer? We were ambushed in the midst of the ritual, and then... I'm not sure what happened. Wow. Cool-headed conjurer. And you're the one supposed to be healing. You were sent to help? I fear you're too late. The ritual has failed. I must need to return to Gridania. The Seed Seers must know of this. Okay, confused conjurer. Hey, what are you doing? Are you confused? That thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hero language is alone in the depths. You must help him. Okay? There he is. Injured here. Level sync to 13. Normal difficulty. Another fight. Let's do it. I keep forgetting. Was this another cutscene or no? No voice. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Yeah, I think this is one where the cutscenes don't have voice acting. fast. Oh yeah. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. I see you. I know you're there. Too late. Damnation, he has eluded us again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Flashback. I wish these were actually voiced. Whatever you... Shh, more birds. This makes it how many times a day? 7? They call them birds. Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes. Yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalamut's anomaly is affecting life in the 12th wood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Guardians have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Suave forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope, and fight to the very last. Agreed. Thumbs up. Well. Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Oh, poke poke. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12th would barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixal and Gerudo weren't troublesome enough, the Cells had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Ida, look. Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested that. It seems to be emanating from the Lifeman Stump. We must hurry. So yeah, those events are from before they reach the Lifeman Stump from the first cutscene. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is that the hearer is unharmed. Somewhat dazed, yes, but a whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget that Trollswood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by the way of the right of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he has failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the Trollswood's eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hearer to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalimo, and the tactless woman beside me here is Ida. Papalimo and I are surveying the Trollswood together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. So as you may or may not know, these characters were obviously in 1.0, and if you were there, then they would have some kind of vague recollection or very foggy memory of you as the Warrior of Light. But it seems like, you know, they have that vague recollection. All this happened inside Spirit Hold? 12 preserve us. Who is that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must need to discuss this with Galford. The matter warrants a full investigation. If I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Miu. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Cool. Time to return home. As quickly, swiftly as possible, so we can do as much story content as possible. Alright, Mother Miu. Welcome back, Miyuki. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owed you their lives. No. Tale for the tavern if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the hearers have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Okay. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I will give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoinette. Yeah, that's right. Whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. In rooms, yes. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of the various requests we receive from the citizenry. Oh my god, that word will kill me. Citizenry. They outline all manners of tasks which ambitious adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontrunt is our guild leave official, or leave meet something. Here at the Carline Canopy, I have spoken with him regarding your knack for resolving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. Awesome. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is a truly splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we're talking about you, Miyuki. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things from you, young lady. Yes, thank you. Next, alright, on to Bent Branch. Impressed by your progress, Miyun wishes to send you to Bent Branch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since first you walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, men and women out at Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very useful situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to the bridge. Cross it, and then you will spy an aetheryte in the distance, where you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocokeep Singur should not hesitate to lend his birds to capable adventurers like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Cool. Let's move on to the next stage. And I know it's kind of slow at the beginning. It really starts out slow when you start out new, but it tends to pick up. I mean, around like level 15, you get to go like on your first like dungeon, and then around level 30, it's kind of starts to pick up the pace. So it's not bad. It's just it takes a bit. I mean, right now, it's not bad. You get to level a lot. They give you tons of experience for story quests and side quests. So it's like, boom, 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 and before you notice, it's like you're leveling up over what you're actually, doing a story quest. You must be the adventurer Miyun sent word about. I'm Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I have heard many and more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. When the elder Sincere bade us to welcome adventurers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts. Two hard-working folk like yourselves set about proving us wrong. That is, consider me a convert. Any road, you've mind to help me help. Ugh, oh my god, can't talk. Any road, you've a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I have a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Nope, won't let anybody down, that's for sure. Alright, you shall not trespass. You shall not pass. 7 hell, some bastard Kikirin has gone and broken one of me chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy loading the barn when a guard startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg. It was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless 'em, but when three more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Kikirin. Would you mind heading over to the matron's leaf and having a word with the soldier named Rosaline for me? The ratmen nest in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what to do. Alright, how far? Not that bad. Let's fly over. So around here. There she is. Right there. Ursuline, give me a good word. You're here on Keith's behalf? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say. And there were 4 of the creatures? Kikirin are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to the list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs to be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver it, adventure? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kikirin scramblers. We can send no clear message. Okay. It shall be done. Perfect. Oh, great. Okay. I got something on my tail and I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. A 30. Okay. You're dead too. I somehow pulled a level 30 from up there. That's weird. But okay. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. Yeah, of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kikirin will think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. Osha Jab. Osha Jab, a woodwheeler at the matron's leaf, is looking for a sure-footed venture to pluck blue trumpets from the root of a nearby heavens pillar. Ho there, adventurer, you seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the root of a heavens pillar here? I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or 2. I know that what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The termites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top of the root and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. Okay. Let's get to it. One. Two. 3. 3. Trying to somewhat cheat my way through. And 4. And we make... We'll just hoof it the rest of the way. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I need to step out for a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of something real quick. Alright, Theodore. You've cleared the route of blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No. This is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job. You see? It's one of the few ways folks can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest path to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of the heavens pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. Don't look down. Beautiful. In the grim darkness of the forest. It is, regrettably, my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridano, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, perhaps it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I would go myself, but, well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Dude, you really don't like heights. Shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I may have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspected nothing more than a Kikern thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like very much to see it. Okay. This is... oh, I see, okay. Worn leather bag. Okay. Have you found something? Yes, a leather bag. Remnants of a campfire and a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil? But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it would be far safer to beg for hospitality at Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Cool. Threat level elevated. Rosalind would like you to warn other sentries of the stranger's activities. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the shroud. Once each sentry have committed to the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Elmore at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They have to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Aelgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables. So if this stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Aelgar may have to know personally to put an end to it. Okay. Let's see. So, Almar first. That would be this way. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Elmar. You don't look like you're here for training. Nope. Rosalind's missive. Shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There. That should do. follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventure. Okay. I'm just gonna skip. Bernard. You have business with me, adventurer? Yep. Missive. Roslyn is right to be cautious, for this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such great lengths to remain undetected, is highly suspicious. They clearly have the signs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here. Yes? And here, take it. You'll find Aelgar in the stables past the Aetheryte. Cool. Okay, last but not least, I think he is... There it is. Mind the birds, adventurers. They get nervous around strangers. Hey, missive. What's this? Shadowy stranger near the matron's leaf? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Well, good for you guys. Migrant marauders. Oh, I forgot to read the bottom. I'm sorry, guys. You're quite a compassionate adventurer. By the sound of it, well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have a need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day. An excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by a large winged beast. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to support his claim. And should you find anything, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road in those words. Interesting. Okay. Vulture egg, okay. Winged beast. Okay. Right over here. There, I need to speak to you. A northern vulture, too? And they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit that last detail for Fisher reports. I'd rather not give Aelgar any further cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Better not. Here is often late. Lothair's guard at Galvan the Spire wants you to visit the hedge tree. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge to the southwest of here and speak with Hearer Leonie. After tending to the hedge tree, the Hearer was scheduled to board a boat from the Mirrored Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, and there's still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the Hearer becomes in her work, I'm not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leonie's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passengers ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. Perhaps. Let's see, all the way down there. Yes, what troubles you, my Ah, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Oh, my task with the head tree is well finished. The elementals murmur of a malevolent presence in the vicinity of the Tom Terror Deepcroft. I must bide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. Interesting. Okay. Bear message from here, Leone? An evil presence in the deep croft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time. Perhaps a bell from now? 2? Better make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Cool. Salvaging the scene. Armel, a local, the Mirror Planks wishes you to salvage cargo from a wreckage on the road. Might you assist me with another matter, milady? The wagon that departed quarry mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nofica's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. I can only assume... with none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keitha at Bent Branch Meadows if you would be so kind. Sure. Alrighty, Keitha. You have a delivery for me? Yes, fallen cargo. Ah, this shipment I was waiting for from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the Mirror Planks, and I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through 2 Bell these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night. It does. If we're ever in need of adventure skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. Always and forever. Okay. Lucolite, you've got something for me. No, please, gods, no. Please, Miyuki, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned, it was gone. What was gone? An egg, sorry. You are sure the chocobos will lay another? Ah, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. Leia's legacy. Lucolot at Bench Meadows seeks your assistance in finding a lost chocobo egg. You will help me, won't you, Miyuki? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every elm of the stable once more, just to be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they notice anything unusual. Okay. I think... where was it? Oh, over there. Humond. See anyone act suspicious? I most certainly did last. Man, it was running off towards the Tom Tower Creep Deepcroft. You say an egg was took? Then I'd say that there was your culprit. But why wouldn't one chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. There. Anything from you? Chocobo egg has gone missing? Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. So much, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Could I describe the peddler? Oh, he was an Ellison fellow. Didn't recognize his face. Seemed awfully twitchy. Oh god, you don't think he... Why in the hells didn't I accost him? I don't know, you tell me. Alright, Bernard, you must have something too. Have I seen any odd characters about? Aside from yourself, I mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Lucalat. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? Oh, where'd you go? Oh. Alright. There can be no mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I am sorry to say that the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is one of the bloodlines of Uranus, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Lucalat. If this egg thieves from Ishgard, like you say, why'd he go running off towards the Tamtara Deepcroft? Unless I've got me mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but you may seek to lay a false trail, or, bah. The why of it is not important. Lay his eggs all that matters. Venture, I beg you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Miyuki, but acts of daring doing ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. Alright, leave it to me. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone on this. Let's see if we can cut through. Yep, we can cut through. Splendid. Except I think I gotta go inside. Oh, there you go. Okay. Was it through here? Oh no, it was outside. Oh dreads. I may have my chords mixed. Oh, there he is. Okay. Kupu Kopo. Oh. His legacy. Normal level. Level 18. Pants and wheeze. I have caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Koopo. This egg belongs to Lucula. Who in the hello bloody fury are you? Ah, those sops at Ben Branch hired themselves an adventure, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling, and bring me the damned egg. Oh, this should go. Hey. Something like Luca. I'm really tough. Nope, not even a chance. Thank you, Koopo. What's that, Koopo? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia's a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyways, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Koopo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Ben Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Lucala will be very happy to see you, Koopo. Perfect. All in a day's work. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Yes, here it is. Don't freak out about it too much. Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried for a bit there, Miyuki. It is good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. Let me explain what happened. So I was correct in my assumption that Nishguardian was involved, albeit one did not in fact make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? I haven't encountered our unlikely savior before, Gita. Could be I. One of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was part of the woods, what we now call standing courses that day. It seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yalm in front of me for all the smoke. Well nigh giving up hope I had. Then all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me, smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. It seemed like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible. It may be that the Moogle had stood vigil over us since that day. Huh. Well, we'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Miyuki, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Luca wants to give you a little something for your troubles. His egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depths of my gratitude. And yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerns me. More stuff. Dread is in the air. Look-a-lot appears to be in need of assistance. My thanks to your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have a need for your assistance in another matter. One of great import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that exactly what? Dirigibles have been appearing over the Twellswood with increasing regularity. Their frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they choose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gujanya, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdsmen have been coming and going as they please, with a nary sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelvewood. And it was that which set me thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual, many of the strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I've committed the details of my sightings to parchment, and would ask you to deliver the document to Mother Miyu. Please make all haste. I have irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. Okay. Well, it's definitely the start of, something going afoot to where things are about to go, a bit sideways, and things might start to get interesting. Just might. Hello there, Miyuki. Word of your tireless efforts at Bent Branch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have not but the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Look-a-lot? Yes, a letter. Read it. I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. God, be good. Did you see her eye? Just went from, that to that. Oh my god, God to be good. I have a mission for you, Miyuki. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make whatever arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. What that means is I have to be level 15 and well geared. Somewhat well geared. There we go. Oh no, it's level 14 still. Okay. To guard a guardian. Yoon has a mind to assign you to a mission of great importance. Let's do this. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on... Hey, look! Brother and sister are walking. I just noticed that. Based on Look-a-lot's observation, the Ixal have signs on the guardian tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gridanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time, we must act quickly. Miyuki, please see this letter to the hands of Bolord Lewin, at the seat of the first bow and quiver's hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Miyuki. Alright, where am I going to deliver? Oh, okay. To the Archers Guild. What? Where? I forgot. Oh, back here. Forgot. An urgent message from Mother Mew. Very well, you may enter. Yes. Lewin. So, you're Miyuki Kazumi, the adventurer of whom I have heard so much. I understand you wish words with me? Miyun has informed information on the exile, you say. Speak freely. You have both my ears. The letter. Here you go. His eyes turn to matrons for Finn. They mean to defile the guardian tree? Before Nofuka, I swear those filthy birdmen will not touch it. Nay, not so much as single leaf. 12 help me. How can it be that neither the wood whalers nor the gods quiver caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. This incursion may be more than it seems. Would that the warriors of light were still with us. But this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Miyun that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to invest it. My lord. What is it? It's Ixal, sir. The Ixal have massed at the guardian tree. Already? Bloody hells. Miyun believes you capable, and I can think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the guardian tree. Nod. Gotta go to Center Shroud. And it's right there. Bullard sent you, yes? Good to have you with us. Birdmen have completely surrounded the guardian tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we could not let them go through with it. They must be stopped no matter the cost. Level 18, non-normal. Let's do this. Mournful voice of creation, or mournful voice of time. Tend me all. To us, this forest, Tinoka, belongs to all belongs. Wisdom of paragons we possess. To our former glory restore us it will. From this tree a great crystal we will take. Unto Garuda an offering we shall make. Unfeathered ones and elementals banish we shall. Our ancient home reclaim we will. Squawk! First squad, left flank. Second and third, right flank. The rest form the main host with me. It is high time we reminded our exiled guests why we Quivermen are to be feared. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elementals keep you. Squawk. Interrupt as you dare. In your own blood you shall bathe. Let's do this. Checkmate. Impressive work, adventurer. The Bow Lord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on guard. On your guard. Ooh. We may go bolster the left flank, where the battle yet rages. The dark figure. The masked man. The source for strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite mine enemies. Oh, I remember you back in the day. Your very being imperils the plan. You can not be suffered to live. Defeat the masked mage. Awesome. No, I don't want to join a fate. Oh, that the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? That's what I heard. The bringers of chaos, or Asians. To give them their proper name, it would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Yuki, are you unharmed? Had I known that this creature was near, I would have sent men, not called them away. There is no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred exile from their nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who has eluded us for so long. Right, we finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and came here swiftly as our legs could carry us. Well, it's good to know that what we're up against anyway. My thanks as ever, friends. Crewmen, move out. To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me at Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault. Despite what it looks like, Papa Limo and I are actually helping the Gridanians. And we've been doing so for a good few years, too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? Yeah, I figured so. Why yes, we are Charlians. However did you know? So I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken? About what? Nothing at all. Ah, you always do that. Mumble something loaded only to keep it to yourself when somebody asks. Or someone asks. It's unfair, and it's especially unfair when that's someone is me. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. I bet you won't. Anyway, all well that ends well. Quite. We'd best be on our way. See you later. Back to Britannia. It's a nasty thunderstorm going on. Back to the Archers Guild. Welcome back, adventurer. Your exploits at the Guardian Tree are the stuff of songs. O Lord awaits you within. Yes. Hey, Lewin. I've awaited your return, Miyuki. Allow me to thank you again for helping us to defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put the invading exile to rout, you confronted the masked mage and his fell minion, and emerged a victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom give me cause for complaint. But you, Miyuki, are a class apart. Your strength, your determination, your heart. You have all the makings of a great adventurer. Miyun is seldom mistaken in her appraisals, and she's plainly not mistaken now. Britannia is stronger for your presence. The elder Sitseer will doubtless be pleased to learn that a capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more, I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted. It's like a pat on the back.
Elder Seedseer, my lady.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are she, are you not? You seem familiar to me. We have met before. No, I do not believe we have. Forgive me. Mayhap you are merely exactly as I pictured you when the elementals told me of your deeds. My name is Kan-e-Senna, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
leave it here. For now. And then we'll pick up the story where we left off. So it's good. Been running for 2 hours, so I'll leave it at that for now. That's not bad. We made a lot in 2 hours. It's up to level 14, so that's not too bad. Well, thank you for those who've joined, and I shall stream another time. Thank you and have a good night.